Oh boy, here we are in August of 19. Points have held pretty steady at 67. Um, and likewise, the lines largely have held steady. We've got some weird action going on down here because of excess troops being generated. They're going to die if they can't find some place to live, so one of them is trying to find the Caucasus, or actually the Caspian regions. Okay, quick overview. Miller's getting pushed back further. You see down in Murmansk and Archangel, a little standoff. Miller's going to have more forces there than what Stalin sent, but Trotsky's army is in hot pursuit. Although Trotsky's not going with it, which could well mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, he can still command them to attack, so they'll be effective. Exciting stuff happened with that world revolution. The Latvians did not surrender, and Juranovic is able to beat off a overall superior Bolshevik force. It's been reinforced since then, but even at the time it was pretty hefty. Ukrainians are still surviving, barely. Kirov's taking his time trying to kill them. See that the anarchists are spread out all over the place. That's what happened because the Allies got control of them. And they're trying to set it up so they all die. I don't like the idea, but I don't see any other option. We got more Allied troops coming in. And there are more on their way over here. So the big thing is what's been happening on this bloody line, and it has been getting a little bit more bloody. Not a lot of movement, but the Bolsheviks are taking heavy losses to hold the line. Like I said, there's advantages to attacking, so you can't attack across the entire line and be effective. But if you pick a couple of hexes where you could maybe get one stack on one stack, maybe get 3-2 odds or something, the bonuses are good enough that you cause more casualties if they want to hold. If they don't want to hold, they just run and you might actually take more. But holding ground against shock troops is painful. We'll also see a lot of support coming in. The Siberians got a big stack of units, and the southern faction got a lot of replacement points, and special rules to allow them to keep them. Well, we'll keep pushing through. This is not the easiest thing in the world for me. Hey, I'm just throwing a quick shot of a white offensive in progress. Usually don't see things in this condition because the pushback comes afterwards. As you can see, the red line's not breaking, but it's gotten shoved pretty hard. This is actually the hardest I've seen. And we've got the first successful air interdiction. Take a quick peek over at what Stalin and Victor are up to up here in the woods. They've been sparring up there. All right, I'm just going to let it go there, but that's it. Here we are at the beginning of September. The situation has suffered a few changes. That main line still looks very much like it did before, but there are some little cracks appearing in it. See some Allied troops that have crossed the Dnieper to harass the Bolsheviks. The Bolshevik reserves were depleted completely, and they're really having trouble fighting this line right now. Largely, I made the decision to try to hold everything. It's looking like Kharkov I'm probably going to have to pull out of just to try to maintain some level of protection. It's a big prize, but it's better than cracking up a little further to the north. On the other hand, the Czechs got their withdrawal notice. They've decided they've taken enough. It's just a random chit that the Bolsheviks can play. But they're going to begin leaving. They have to make it off in a couple of turns. What else do we see that's interesting? Over in the Caspian, you get some Bolshevik units that have made it down there. That was the guys that were up here that were dying. Some of them died, some of them didn't. One of them made it down as far as here, just in time to meet an Allied intervention force that just landed. Another event. Over the Ukrainians are making a new start over in Bessarabia. The Romanians are allowing them to have a base there so that they can raid into their homeland. Oh yeah, Makhno. I remember he moved his headquarters down here and all his units up into White Russia. Well, I was just trying to kill him off, but they managed to cause some serious supply problems, and Brelitovsk got cut off. And at this point, Kornilev, he's got this command up here. He's not doing very well against the Latvians. Maybe he's thinking, I might have better chances wiping some of Makhno's units out. I don't know. Yudenich, his forces are so weak. He got a good result by being attacked and by attacking. But there's only so much you can do with such a weak little force. Miller is stuck in the off-map boxes. And has been pretty well bottled up in them. Ooh, there's a unit I gotta roll out of supply for. I guess that's about it. It's taking a long time moving through this sucker. It's a big game, actually. It has a feel, I think, that would be appealing to a lot of the people who love the World War II Eastern Front, actually. For me, less so. But there's kind of a neat... it doesn't have quite the same breakthrough capabilities. I mean, the rules are there to support it. The pieces aren't. It's actually an interesting system that might actually adapt well to World War II. Anyway, I guess that's about it for this series.